picture, I can see that my dad has used oil pastels and chalks to make his picture. I recommend using oil pastels and colour pencils if you've got those available to you. But really you could use all sorts of colour materials. The first thing I do is look at the main colours in the picture. So I can see mostly blues, greens and yellows. So I go through the materials that I've got available to me and I pick out as many different blues as I can, as many different greens and as many different yellows. It's also really useful if you've got a white and, really importantly, a black. As well as these things, you need a normal pencil and a quality piece of paper to draw on. The next thing to do is to have a look at the picture and look at the main shapes that you can see in it. You then want to try and draw those main shapes onto your piece of paper. So for me, I could see the mountain, a telegraph pole, and then a big cloud-like shape in the sky. The next thing that I do is have a little look at the picture again and look at the colours and where the colours are in the picture. For me, I'm going to start with the yellow, and what you'll notice is the same colour is often repeated in different parts of the picture. Remember that Peter was trying to create the feeling of a place and what it was like to be in the landscape. Often his pictures were made outside and he would be working very quickly. It might start to rain and he might have to finish those drawings very fast so that he could go away with all the research that he needed to make his pictures back in the studio. This way of working isn't about being a very tidy drawer or making a tidy picture. It's really about quite possibly working quickly so that you get those nice scribbly mark making techniques that Peter uses within his work. You can see that even though you're working quite quickly, in that you're moving your hands quite quickly when you're doing this to get the style of work that Peter used, actually it takes quite a long time to make your picture because you keep working back over the top of different parts, mixing the colours and changing parts of your picture. You might notice in a lot of Peter's pictures that there are lots of black lines. I'll talk to you about that another time and why he did that. But for this picture, the black lines might be something that you'd like to do towards the end.